Alright guys, we're back with the 2006 Montana. This thing has a weird issue. Printed out a diagram. I'll show you. When you turn the key on, it should... Maybe we have to start it. It's not doing it now with the air ride. The electronic suspension would fill all the way up. Make sure I put the fuse in the right spot. I'd pulled the fuse for the customer and left some of the air out because it goes really, really high. This one might be all the way up. I don't think it's all the way up. Let's see. Thought it was 15 that I pulled. Fuse is definitely good. I don't know why it's not doing it. Every other time this thing would go like, it's weird, like it would be like 12-inch wheel gap. So we do have a code here. It's flashing. 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, see that? Flashes 3 times and 2. Okay, so it's 33. But oh, see, now it's going up. Oh, it didn't go up much. So it's code 32. So we're gonna have to look up to see what code 32 is. Don't think I printed out code 32. I didn't even know that this had codes like this until I was going through the service information. Unless maybe there was an issue and I reset it by disconnecting it. Let me grab my laptop and we'll look up the code. I saw that you provide these Xbox Elite controllers pre-order. $150. Let's see if this is on. Take this out so that I don't get my video. So I don't get my video flagged by the music again. Every video I've uploaded so far has been flagged for music. Let's see. Set this in the back of my truck. There we go. So a quick look up what code 32 is. We don't want incognito mode for this. I don't think we're going to pick up Wi-Fi out here. Let's move closer. Oh, man. Let's log in. I really wish they'd fix like the login issue with ProDemand It's like it'll keep taking me to that 500 error sometimes. Or it just logs you out after like an hour of use. You'll be in the middle of searching for something and boom, log out. Let's see, vehicle history. Montana. So we have 32, it looks like right now. Exhaust valve, short the battery or open. That's actually a good indication, because that would make sense why it just keeps filling and filling and filling and doesn't let air out. Diagnostic aids. That doesn't really help me. So I'm wondering if I might have set that by pulling the fuse. This is an open circuit. I wonder if we can get this ride to height to go up even higher. Because the customer complained that it's really, really bouncy. When they go down the road. See what the caps look like. Doesn't look that high right now. It's still saying that. I think they said you can hold this for 3 seconds and it'll put it into like a diagnostic mode. Now we got a 33. Let's see what 33 is. Exhaust valve excessive on time. Conditions for setting. So the exhaust valve was turned on for 255 seconds for the automatic level sensor to not detect the calibrated downward movement. So I think we're going to have to test this exhaust valve. So it actually disabled it this time. Before it never disabled it. It just kept going up and up and up, and like you could stick probably my arm to my elbow underneath here. Like it was ridiculous how much of a gap there was. So I'm going to go underneath with the diagram and we're going to test this exhaust valve. Where's this exhaust valve at? Sorry about the crappy diagram. Gotta clean my printer. Let's see. Okay, so the exhaust valve is part of the ALC automatic level control compressor rear frame. So I think it's the one up top. I'm also gonna fix these vacuum lines when I'm down here. There's a bunch of vacuum lines. I don't know what they all go to. I think I traced the one time and it went up to the inflator inside the car, but could be wrong. So I'm gonna get some hose and we'll replace all these. See that? Like it's just all brittle. And then we'll go from there. So guys, I undid the bolts lower down the compressor. It actually hangs. There's a hook. So right here, I believe, is our exhaust valve. Got our orange and our white according to the diagram. It says the orange wire comes in, white goes to ALC control. It's all fed off that 25 amp fuse. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'll just get a test light. I'll put a test light in here and see if the light lights. If it lights, our circuit's good, and it's just a bad valve. So I'm gonna set that up and we'll be back. So guys, I got my test light. Just pierced the wires right here at it, because if that's bad, we're gonna have to replace it anyway. Let's see if we can get it to light up. Really? Look, it's solid. So it's trying to do something. And we got nothing right now. Motor's running right now. I can't tell if it's like raising the back end or not. Doesn't look like it. I don't know what it's trying to pump, because like it doesn't feel like there's pressure coming out of the pump. I wonder if that like valve is stuck open or something. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you that valve's stuck open, because now it's not. It's not setting the codes anymore when you hold it. See, we don't have any codes. It just goes off. Now when I press it, it shut the light off. So now I'll hold it without that connected. Gotta hold it for 3 seconds. Try again. I'll tell you one thing, every time I do that, the car's going up higher. Yeah, the car keeps going up higher now. Yeah, so it's controlling that circuit on, but I think it should be dropping right now. I'm gonna let it sit here and see if it makes a code, because that code said 255 seconds. So guys, it just started doing what it was doing before. The pump just turned on its own, and it's going up. Like, it just raised the ride height up big time. Look at that. There's the front. There's the back. This is what it was doing before. Let's see. It's not flashing or anything. Yeah, just pretty weird setup since you can't bi-directionally control it. There's no lights for it. Let's see. See what those symptoms list. It just turned on again, I think. Yeah, it's going on again. It's probably going to keep going up until it maxes these out. You can see how much it went up already. How discolored it is. I don't know if it's like a safety thing that it just keeps going up till it hits like max ride height. Because I couldn't find anything that says like it'll just keep going up and up and up. Because it gets really, really sketchy to drive when you don't have, what, 7 people in here? If you don't have like an extra 1,000 pounds. Okay, we don't want a flow chart. I'm hoping you don't have to like replace the whole thing for the exhaust valve, but that's what it's kind of looking like. So I'm going to do a little bit more digging and then I'll come back. So of course I just go and stop recording and now it says the code. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 3. There we go, 3 and 1, 2. So yeah, it's sending the code for the exhaust valve, and as you can tell, it's I don't know if it'll be on right now, but let's see. Yeah, it's not controlling it on right now. So it's definitely an issue with the exhaust valve, and that's why it keeps going up higher and higher. I'm gonna see if we can find like if there's a replacement exhaust valve. I guess I could manually control it, but the circuits seems like it's 100% good. It can light the light, and it's real heavy wire. We can even try a headlight bulb, but I'm 99.9% sure the exhaust valve's shot. So guys, I tried smacking on the valve over here. I tried pulling a vacuum on it with a vacuum pump. I can hook the vacuum pump back up and show you guys. Well, actually I can't right now while it's running. I didn't know where the exhaust comes out at. I didn't know if it was the side port or if that's just the filling port for inside the car. I'm assuming that's the exhaust port too. I'm thinking it uses it for both. The diagrams don't really help. It just says that the yellow and white go to the exhaust. I think I can set it up right now for you. Hang on, gotta set you down. There you go. So here's what I did. I put my vacuum pump right off of there. And I tried pulling vacuum. I have no idea if this is the right way to test it because it really doesn't give you much information. But I could pull the vacuum up using one hand really quickly, and I was tapping on it. And I tried manually grounding it. And manually grounding it, then didn't seem to make a difference. I can show you guys. You can try taking this right the ground, and it should let air out if that's the exhaust valve. It doesn't do anything because there's power going to this side, and we can prove that like this. See, good power. Now I did notice that it didn't light this light. I had this headlight bulb set up and it didn't light up, which I think was kind of odd. So unless we don't have a ground that's good enough to light the headlight bulb. That's on the low setting, so it should only pull like 2 amps. Set these back up. We'll switch over to the other bulb. The other bulb pulls, I think, 1/4 of an amp. Set you guys up real quick. Yeah, see, this one lights up. Guess we'll let this run here and we'll see it shut off. go. See, the exhaust valve should be on right now, and it's not going on. Let's switch this over, see if it'll light the other light. See, it doesn't light this one. That is strange though. I think it sets the... Yeah, it's flashing again. So it already disabled it. See, and that doesn't make any sense because we should be able to just take this ground right here and short this, and that thing should be able to that should just start letting out air, and this should drop down. So yeah, just figured I'd show you guys that real quick. Just think it's funny though that this thing just keeps going up and up and up. It doesn't try to let out air first and do that, but that pretty much proves everything else is working so far. So guys, I'll have to see what the customer wants to do. I don't think they're going to fix this, but if you're wondering what to do if this happens to you, what I did was I pulled this one off. It was easier. So you pull the line off the shock. So you pull the ELC fuse, and you can pull this clip off. It's hard to do one hand, but you pull this clip off, and then you can let the air out slowly, like that. You gotta make sure you put the clip back on. But with the ELC fuse, it won't ever turn this compressor on or anything. So you can let the air out, as long as you don't have any leaks. You let the air out, and this thing will slowly go down. Let's see, you might even be able to see it under here as it drops. Quicker. There we go. You see it coming down. See the gap going smaller. I'll let a little bit more out. I priced the compressor setup for this, and it's over $300, so I don't know what they're going to do. We'll stop it there. We'll see what it looks like out here. There you go, that's pretty close. Might be able to let a little bit more out. Let me see where the marks are on the shock. That should be good there. We'll put this clip back on. There we go. Put the clip back on. It's good to go now. But yeah, depending on how much you let out, you gotta also think about how much weight you're gonna be carrying, because there's only 2 people and they don't carry too much crap in here. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. So just have to see what they want to do. Don't have to worry about any of this stuff because it doesn't work. I'm going to get this all put back up, and guess that'll be it. If they decide they want to fix this, then I'll post a video of that. But if not, I hope you guys like this. See you later.